So exercise 8.2 question, evaluate the following. So first one is sine 60 into cos 30 plus sine 30 into cos 60. So we know the values of sine 60 and cos 30 is square root 3 by 2, and then sine 30 and cos 60 is 1 by 2. So substituting these values into the question, and we'll get under root 3 by 2 into under root 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So under root get cancelled. So 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 will left with. So by taking the LCM, as already there is a 4, so we need not to multiply or divide with any number. So we can directly add the numerators, which is 3 plus 1 by 4. So we'll get the final answer as 1. Sine 60 cos 30 plus sine 30 cos 60 is equals to 1. Second question, 2 tan square 45 plus cos square 30 minus sine square 60. So we know the values tan 45 is equals to 1, cos 30 is equal to under root 3 by 2, and sine 60 is also equals to under root 3 by 2. So substituting these values into the question, we'll get 2 into 1 square plus under root 3 by 2 whole square minus under root 3 by 2 whole square. So we are cancelling this under root 3 by 2 whole square minus under root 3 by 2 whole square. It will be 0, right? So we're left with 2 into 1 plus 0, which is equals to 2. So the final answer is 2 tan square 45 plus cos square 30 minus sine square 60 is equals to 2. So in third question, we have to calculate cos 45 divided by sec 30 plus cosec 30. Now we are making this as an equation 1, and because we need to find the numerator and denominator value separately. We know the cos 45 is 1 upon under root 2, so making as an equation 2. Now we know sec 30 is equal to 1 upon cos 30, which is also equals to 1 upon under root 3 by 2, because cos 30 is under root 3 by 2. So you know the property of division. Any number is divided by fraction, we can multiply it by reversing the fraction order, like we can write the denominator upon numerator. So by applying this property, we'll get sec 30 is equal to 2 upon under root 3. So cosec 30 is also equals to 1 upon sine 30, which is equals to 1 upon 1 upon 2. So we know that the same property we just applied. So denominator of denominator will always be the numerator if we'll shift the value and make it multiplied. So we'll get 1 into 2 by 1, which is equals to 2. So we are going to find the sec 30 plus cosec 30. Now we have the values of sec 30 as 2 upon under root 3 and cosec 30 as 2. So after adding this, we'll get 2 plus 2 under root 3 upon under root 3, which is equals to 2 under root 3 plus 2 upon under root 3. So finally we'll be getting 2 into under root 3 plus 1 upon under root 3. Now we are making this as an equation 3, and we are going to substitute the values of equation 2 and equation 3, which is nothing but the numerator and denominator which we have calculated separately, into the equation 1. So after substituting the values, again we have to apply the property that two fractions are getting divided, like one fraction is getting divided by an other fraction value. So we can multiply the denominator and we can just reverse the order and write it down. I have mentioned the formula here in terms of a upon b, which is the numerator, and again a is the numerator of numerator, then b is the denominator of numerator, divided by c upon d, which is again denominator. Again c is nothing but the numerator of denominator, and then d is nothing but the denominator of denominator. We can simplify this order by writing a upon b into d upon c. So by substituting the values, we'll get under root 3 upon 2 under root 2 in bracket, like into under root 3 plus 1. Now here we have to apply the property of a square minus b square. So we have to make the arrangement such a way that one like a plus b into a minus b will get. So we can apply the property of a square minus b square. So due to which we are multiplying the numerator and denominator by under root 3 minus 1. So post multiplying the numerator and denominator by under root 3 minus 1, will left with 3 minus under root 3 divided by 4 under root 2. Okay, now why we are multiplying and dividing with the same value? Because we need to keep the equation balanced. So now we can see that there is a square root value in the denominator, so uh, it will become an irrational number, so due to which we have to remove the rationality from the denominator. So in order to do that, we are multiplying numerator and denominator by under root 2 to remove the square root from the denominator. So after multiplying, we'll get the final answer as 3 under root 2 minus under root 6 divided by 8.